Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your front brake pads on a new style Honda Goldwing year models 2018 through 2025 without removing the front wheel. So stay tuned to this video and we're going to dive into it. Let's get started. The brake pads I'm going back with would be the Honda line brake pads. Part number 06455 MKC A01. I'm using a 3/8 drive braking bar, a 14mm socket with an extension. We have 2 bolts that I need to remove, and then I can pull out the caliper so we can access the brake pads. So we have a bolt here on the bottom, a bolt here on the top, using my 14mm ratchet or my 14mm braking bar. I'm using a braking bar just to loosen the bolts. Switching over to a ratchet. We have 2 bolts. They are the same in length. So I'm just gonna kind of rock it. See how I pulled it out? Yeah. So these brake pads, they are worn. They got a little bit left, but it's time to change them. If you go this far to take off your caliper and you see your pads are that worn, just go ahead and change them out. So before you take the brake pads off, I'm gonna use a flat screwdriver to pry the pistons back before I install the new pads. So I'm just gonna kind of twist. Just do it slowly. You don't have to do it fast. If you got wood, some wood will work better, even better. So take it out. I'm just gonna reach in, kind of pop one out. That pad is almost near the metal. It's down to just a couple of centimeters. So we're going to take the original Honda brake pads. They are the same on both sides, right and left. I have a spring down here on the bottom I need to press down on as I install the brake pad. If your brake pads are squealing, you can always add some disc brake quiet. And the way this stuff works, you want to spray it onto the back side of the brake pads. So this is optional if you want to use some disc brake quiet for this particular replacement. I'm not going to use the disc brake quiet, but when applying, just spray it to the back of the pad. Let it sit for about a minute and then reinstall the pad, and it will eliminate the squeaks if you're having that squeal. I will include a link where you guys can pick some of this up disc brake quiet. So we're gonna go in that bottom slot first. Press it in. Back up just a little bit, there you go. And I'm gonna get it in this slot. Press down on the spring. There we go. Press those pistons back. It's best to use some wood if you have wood. If you don't have any wood, just use a big screwdriver. Just be careful not to damage the actual pads. It looks about right. So I'm gonna turn the pad. Make sure it's back in its slots. And now I can put back the two bolts, top and bottom, 14mm.
Ask you this, are you taking these apart many times? Like they took that GPS off their bike. They didn't have to do that. They just did that to save themselves some money.
That's what it's all about. Giving you less, charging you more. Just do one side at a time. As a matter of fact, before I do that, I'm gonna spread the calipers back. So I'm gonna kind of open it up, but I ain't doing it real hard because I don't wanna slowly push them back. press down on that spring. See how I got it in there. They got to line up in that slot. Yeah, now I gotta push in on that spring. And see, you do one side at a time. If you take both of them off and try to push in on the pistons, it's gonna try to close on the other side. So you do one side at a time. That's about wide. That's about all the thickness you need to get it on there. Should be out here. Let's spread it back a little bit. So those brake pads last about 25,000 miles. Yep. So to inspect the rear brake pads, I'm just using this flashlight, and also I'm using a telescopic mirror to look around the other side of the rotor here on the rear of the Honda Goldwing. So I'm just going to take my flashlight and just look in at that pad, and it looks pretty thick. So this bike only has 26,000 miles on it. It looks pretty good. I'm going to take my telescopic mirror and just kind of peek in on the other side of the rotor, and it's nice and thick. It's hard to see it here on this video, but these brake pads on the rear, they're in good shape. No need to change out these rears. Still a lot of life left on the rear brake pads. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. Thank you. So after I changed the brake pads are going to be spongy. Just pump them. You can do this with the bike off, and then you're going to feel the brakes get hard. It takes about 4 or 5 pumps. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically you're making the pistons extend back out. So now those brakes are nice and tight. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. Thank you.